Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this beautiful hair and makeup look for auditions. Of course, you could use this for an interview as well. It doesn't have to be only musical theater specific. But after doing auditions for many years, I've played around with a lot of different colors and hair looks, and this is the one that I've kind of settled on. Of course, I am not a makeup artist, and I don't claim to be, and I know that this look is very simple, but I thought that it would be helpful and nice just to come onto the camera and show you guys what I love to wear to auditions and what I have found to be the most flattering. So if you are at all interested in seeing how to achieve this makeup look, then keep watching. Alright, so first we are going to start out with primer. So we are going to use the Benefit POREfessional primer. This is just nice because if you are going to be sweating a lot at an audition or anything like that, it's just nice to prime your face ahead of time. Alrighty, and now my face is all primed and ready to go. So I'm going to switch over to my foundation. So I use the Covergirl Clean Sensitive Foundation in the color Ivory, and we're going to start using this. I'm going to take that with this BS Mall Face Round brush. And these brushes are great. They're actually, I think, $11 on Amazon, so I'll link them in the description box below so that you can go pick them up if you want to. So, I'm just going to start out by this. One of the things that I would recommend when it comes to audition makeup is keeping in mind that you want to keep it natural. It's much easier to maintain that way too. If you're in a long day of auditions, just quick little touch-ups on powder is so much easier than having to change your look for every audition you're going to. And next I'm going to use powder. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder in Fair. This is like the loose finishing powder that they have. So I'll be careful not to spill it all over the ground. I'm going to be taking one of the BS Mall brushes. I'm going to use the Face Flat brush. And I'm going to take this powder and tap it off into the container and put it all over my face. It helps control oil a little bit more and it helps manage your shine. So that is always nice. Next, I'm going to add some bronzer just to make my face look a little bit more full of life. So I use the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I think it works nice on my skin tone. And I always just use the brush that comes in the kit just because I think it does a nice job. But that just brings some color back to my skin. I have been using the Tarte Blush Bazaar palette. So if you open this up, there's a whole bunch of blushes in here, so you have a lot of options to pick from. And that's why I like this palette for the purposes of theater, but I think I'm going to use the color Angelic, which is the color right here. It's a nice wintry peach color that doesn't seem to have any shimmer, which will be nice on my face. So I'm just going to dip that into there. We are going to move on to eyes, so I'm just going to tightline my eye and my waterline with this Almay Eyeliner. One thing I've always done is I like the slight cat eye look, so when I do my waterline, I only put it halfway. I'm going to use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, so you just put a little bit of that on your eyes. Once again, priming everything is always nice. Another tip that I was reading in an article recently was kind of just saying that auditions are all about looking like yourself. So you never want to overdo something. It's always nice to try something natural and something very neutral at the beginning, and then maybe experiment from there. So I'm going to start out actually with the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, and I'm going to go in with the color Commando, which is the color right here, and I'm just going to use that to set down a transition shade. Now, of course, I'm not a makeup artist, like I said, so if this seems very simple, of course it's a very simple makeup look, but it's, when you're waking up early before going to an audition, you don't have hours to spend on your makeup either, so the quicker the better. I'm using this Bare Minerals palette for years. It's the Bare Minerals Curtain Call palette, which is kind of funny. There's two colors inside, Matinee and Opening Night. Matinee is the lighter shade and Opening Night is the darker shade. I'm going to go into the darker shade with this tiny little brush, and I love this because I have a very small area of a crease on my eye, so using bigger crease brushes don't always work on me. I have no idea if you can still get this. Like I said, I'm going to link all the products in the description box below if you're interested in grabbing anything that I might have. Next, I'm going to go into the lightest shade in this palette, which, like I said, is the color Matinee. And I love this color, it's so pretty. This palette is the perfect neutral eye that you'd be looking for. Lastly, we're gonna go back into the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette and add the color Lookout from the palette. This is just a lighter brown that I'm gonna put a little bit on the inside to help the two colors blend a little bit better. And then I'm gonna take this BS Mall eyeshadow brush, it's just like a big fluffy tapered brush, and just blend a little bit, because I don't really want any of the color to blend too much into the lighter color. This is the Maybelline Master Graphic Eye Studio, okay, the cap never comes off, eyeliner. It's just like a felt tip liner. I also have a tip for girls with almond shaped eyes. If you start your eyeliner halfway and then go to the end, it is a lot more attractive on an eye and it makes your eye look a lot bigger than if I was to start at the complete inner corner and pull it to the outside. So I've just been looking at my eyeball and starting about halfway. Alrighty, so it's hard for me to do top eyeliner on camera, so that's kind of why I stepped off for a sec. And then I'm going to use mascara. I use the Define a Lash by Maybelline. I think it looks very pretty. So just add a few coats of this. Alright, so now the eyes are completely done, and the last thing we're going to do is add a lip color. So just wear whatever lip color you feel complements your dress or your outfit. I wear a lot of blues to auditions, kind of like this, just because I feel like it really complements my eye color. So I like to wear a pink lip gloss or maybe something a little bit darker than a pink. One of my favorite lip colors is this Katy Cat Matte by Katy Perry. This one is in the Catoure Tricot-Griffes color. So right before we finish our makeup look, I'm just going to add this MAC Prep and Prime. So I'm going to close my eyes and add a couple squirts of this. This is nice because if you're headed to a dance call later in the day, it'll help your makeup stay all day. And this is the finished makeup look. It's very simple, but I like it and I think it complements my skin tones and everything very well. So if you want to keep watching, we're going to head into the perfect hair look. So a couple tips that I have before we get started is make sure that your hair looks natural. Make sure that you pick something that complements your face. And the biggest tip is to get your hair out of your eyes. You want the audition to be about you and the work that you put into it, not about your bangs. So make sure that you pick a look that gets your bangs either out of your hair or you hairspray them enough where they're not going to be falling into your eyes. So I'm just going to grab my hair. I'm just using the Infinity by Conair on the hottest setting because my hair is rather thick. So I just use this and I'm going to go through and lightly curl my hair. I don't like to wear extremely heavy curls to auditions, just something light and pretty. So I'm going to curl the rest of my head and then I will come back and finish this up for you guys. Alright, so after I finished curling my whole head, I just added a middle part to my hair. This is something new that I just started, but I feel like a middle part is kind of trendy and fun, so that's what I've been doing. The goal is to curl it loosely. Basically, when you first curl it, it's obviously going to come out with tight curls, but over the course of the day, it'll come out and it'll fall to a really pretty curl look. So this is what I like to do. You could just leave it like this if you wanted to, but I like to pin it back, like I said, just to get it out of my face. So I'm just going to grab some bobby pins, and what I do is I just kind of grab the front portion of my hair, and I don't do too much, just a little bit, and I twist it once and I push it forward just a little bit just to give it a little bit of volume, and then I'm just going to bobby pin it in an X, and then I'll grab the other side and do the same thing. Just flip it once. So that is what I will do. I think this looks very pretty. You can kind of pull it out and make it a little bit messier. I just think this is really pretty because your hair is all curled and then it's just kind of a fun look to get your hair out of your face. It's very unique. So you can just hairspray it to make sure that the flyaways stay down. Alright guys, so that is the finished hair and makeup look. Of course I realize that the makeup is rather simple, but it is something that over the course of many years of auditioning, I kind of finally settled on some colors that I think are flattering to me, so I thought I would share them with you guys even though it is kind of simple. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Everything that I talked about will be in the description box below. I'm also going to link an article that I found on backstage.com that I thought would be helpful. It's an article where a bunch of auditors came together and kind of wrote what they thought would be the best and most flattering makeup trends for women and for men. So I'll link that below in case you were interested in any additional resources. But thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I hope that you found this video helpful and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!